And we are live, ladies. And not only are we live on the Traveling Crafter, but each one of you, if you're watching from Carol at Crinkle Path, if you're watching from Hazel at Hazel Anaka Design, or on Jonna's channel, The Preppy Crafty Girl, you are all going to be in for a treat because welcome to the Mission Impossible Junk Journal Edition Extravaganza. And today we have three fearless artists who will be participating head to head in a fun and exciting challenge. They're armed with nothing but their glue guns, some grit, and a whole bag of mystery items that I have provided to each and every one of them. The hashtag Mission Impossible Makers is hosted by Miss Carol at Crinkle Path, and she is going to actually be a participant today, which is why I am hosting on the channel. Each of the contestants will participate for 75 minutes. They will have three mystery items and they have three challenges in which they are to make from the items that are in their mystery bags. Now, if you're all onto that, we're going to have some fun with them as well. We've got some questions, we've got some goodies coming up for all of you that are joining. It is so exciting to see you all joining in and hopping on. Only one wins the ultimate channel of the best overall winner. And of course, bragging rights. And I have not done it yet. I will do it while the girls are crafting, but you will be able to vote on my community tab for your winners, your choices, and each one of the categories and an overall winner. And then we will go through the weekend for those that watch on the replay. You'll still get to vote on the channel. And then we will all announce, or I will announce the winners probably on Sunday. So there you have it. Those winners will get some crafty cash that we will be offering on the Makers Market, or they can use it at our live sales as well. So, who is going to be the crafting commander of chaos today? And who's going to glue? Who's going to stick it with the glue? Who's going to crumble? And who is going to rise from the scraps? We will find out. And we're going to meet each of our participants in just a second here. And we're going to start with Miss Preppy Crafty Girl. Jonna, welcome to the stage and to the challenge. How are you?
Good. I'm looking for my glue gun.
You don't need your glue gun. I was just, it was just a.
Wait.
It
I
sounded
have my
good.
glue gun.
There you go. She's all.
It's not pretty, but it's functional.
There you go. She is ready to roll. So
I
how are
even
you
have
feeling?
I even have sustenance.
Do you know I have a Swatch watch I got for my birthday that looks like that, and every time I look at it, I want to eat it.
Well, I can eat this one. I can eat it.
See, I needed to have one of those. That's awesome. So she's feeling good. She's got sugar. She's ready to roll.
Yep.
So for those that don't know, Jonna, tell us a little bit about you. Obviously, you have a YouTube channel. You're streaming from it as well. What else should we know, and how are you feeling about the challenge today?
I'm ready. I've had my gloves on, and I've been training, and I've been pumping my scrapbooking tools, and I have my bobbin wound already, and tons of thread at the hand, and I'm good to go. I'm feeling strong.
You're
I'm
feeling
ready to take
strong.
these ladies down.
She is our competitive. She's ready to take them down. That is awesome. So if you don't know, I will put all of the channels will be live, but it is Jonna, but her channel name is the Preppy Crafty Girl, which you'll see right there on the screen right now. Yep. Excellente. I'm just going to take a second and say hello to everybody in the chat. I will be chatting with all of you. I'll go back to the to all the comments as soon as these girls get underway, and we'll see what we can do as far as making this even more fun. So anything else you want to share before I turn it over to our second guest, which is Miss Hazel?
No, other than I'm honored to be a part of this challenge. I think it was a great idea that you guys had, and I have some tough competition, but I'm wishing my competition well, and I'm excited about to see what everybody else makes. So I got to keep my eye on my own square.
She's
My
wishing
eye
you
on the
well, and
prize.
you're wishing them well, and you're ready to kick their booties.
Yes. Hey,
There you
Terry. Hey,
go.
Susie.
Awesome. All right, Hazel, Miss Hazel, how are you doing today?
Well, I was feeling pretty good until I heard Jonna do her spiel. And then she had a little mascot, Betty, to cheer her on and snacks. So, like, I'm starting to feel a little naked here.
You're gonna have to be texting your husband, bring me a snack.
I'm thrilled to be invited. I had been invited once before when it was the pre-taped version, but of course that package has to this day has never arrived. So I think there will be pros and cons to doing this live. I think it should be a lot of fun. I did mention that early on, just in in our text chain, that I was thinking that, might have to do some trash talk, but I, I truly am just glad to be here. And I think, much like the other ladies, the focus is on getting this all done within the time frame, trying to do one's best and just forgetting that, I'm competing against women that I've grown to know and love.
Aw, it's friendly competition. And I did just do a little background check. I did a background check on all of you. You are all live. It is working well on YouTube. I see you all there, so that's exciting. If you are watching and you're coming into from one of the other gals' channels, my name is Angela. I am the Traveling Crafter, and we decided to stream this from all of our channels so that everybody could get a chance to see the fun. So welcome, everyone. And last but certainly not least, and the creator of this wonderful hashtag and challenge is Carol at A Crinkle Path. So how are you doing, Carol?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for hosting and giving me the opportunity to, as I said in my initial advertisement of this, put my money where the mission is. No, that's not it. put my mouth where the mission is. I don't. Basically, just to not be the person who just challenges people all the time, but that I'm willing to be challenged as well. So thanks for hosting, Angela. I know you will do a wonderful job.
Well, thank you very much. So here is what I'm going to do. I am going to put you all, let's see, up here. So all four of us are on it. By the way, I know you can't see it, but like I got my legs kicked up. I'm just relaxed.
Thanks for rubbing it in, Ange.
Yeah, I just wanted you to
Must
know
be
that
nice.
because, I did my time. But this is, I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So let me just, before we get started, let me just tell the team a little bit about what is going to happen next. So I'm going to do my best. We'll do some check-ins with each of the artists, and I will have them come up on screen. Ladies, I will do that in the order I just did. Jonna, Hazel, Carol, just so you know. Or when I ask questions, just answer them that way. It will be easier so you guys don't have to get stressed about it. But what is happening is I have sent 3 mystery items in this package. And in doing so, I also gave them 3 things that they are challenged to make. So I'm going to put those up here on the screen before they open their packages. They do know what they are tasked with making. That way they could plan a little accordingly. While I'm getting that up there, ladies, do tell what happened. Did I not save it? Oh, there it is. I want you to tell me after I share with the group what we're going to be creating, how you guys got ready for this challenge? What did you do to prepare? So here in front of me are the 3 things that our artists are going to be tasked with making. They are tasked with making a dangle, a mini journal, or a notebook. The interpretation is very loose because, if you've watched my channel, the rules usually are there are no rules. So if you can justify it's a mini journal or a notebook, then it is. And an interactive journal card, which really could just mean some interactive. It might have a tie on it. I don't know. It might be a pocket. Anything goes there too. So, ladies, how did you prepare, Jonna, for today?
I just cleared my desk and gathered a bunch of supplies near me and got rid of all the trip hazards so I can run from the filing cabinet to the table to the closet.
That is probably key. You might have Hazel and Carol cleaning off space so they can run as well. That's a very good strategy to have. Safety first.
And I have a step ladder.
Oh, you are prepared. And if you don't know, Jonna is creating her craft space. She has recently moved into a new space and a new home. So kudos to you for participating and as is Carol, because Carol is in a new space as well. So Hazel, what about you?
Well, I think much like Jonna, I tried to get my desk surface as clean as possible, but yet I've surrounded myself with, supplies and tools that I think I might need. I think the risk is in trying to over prepare and anticipate too much, because of course this is the wild card. Any materials that a person might have pre-selected could be totally wrong.
One never knows. One never knows. I do have the items with me, and I'll show those as once the girls open them, so you can see them close up as well. I'm not going to be crafting with them today because I'm in my office and I don't have all my goodies, but I'm going to wish them well. So last but not least, Miss Carol, how did you get ready for today? I mean, we know Jonna said she put on her boxing gloves, did a little Rocky workout.
Well, I'm a little behind you all in the time zones. And thankfully, my husband had to leave early this morning. And so we were up at 5. So if I've only had 1 cup of coffee. So if I start working slower, I might have to grab some caffeine. But I cleaned off my desk as well. I unclogged my glue bottles.
Good job.
And refilled them. I have my normal things around me, but I did kind of stuff this bowl with some random things, just a little bit of everything that I just whatever the spirit moved, like Hazel said, I may not use a single thing out of it based on what's in here. I've been fussy cutting at night, and so I have a couple of envelopes of the fussy cuts just in case I can make use of those. But otherwise, I'm ready to go, as ready as I can be.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, I am going to a couple of things. I'm going to let you open the packages. I'm going to I am going to give you a little more than 75 minutes because you're going to look at them. They're all got their scissors. I am going to open the packages, and I am going to then make myself large so I can show the audience what you actually have close up in your packages. So go ahead and open those up. And while the girls are doing this, I will tell you, friends, that this is something that these 3 things are something I wanted someone to create with.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's the famous rollers. I could have almost guessed that, but
yeah,
I know.
I don't even know how to open this.
Oh, you know what? I have it in front of me.
I was like, I only got 2 things.
Maybe I don't think I need to make this up big. You guys should. Well, maybe.
This is
so what?
roller for doing a home permanent.
It is for home perm.
Okay.
So yes, and now listen, I did not send you anything I have not used myself. See, I at least did that. So what the girls have, let me make myself big for a second and I'll
Is this a
show
bra strap?
it is. It's actually slip straps.
Okay, slip straps. Okay.
Is the
So
little
each-
metal thing on there something we have to use? Or is that just holding it closed?
Hey, I didn't even know it was on there, so you just do with it what you want.
Okay.
And remember, you can use as much of, or but you just got to use it. You don't have to use every single part of it. It's all interpretation, right? So you got that. I think what she's talking about, this little silver piece, probably kept the strap together. So they each get a strap of a varied color. This is what a old perm rod, for those of you who might not know, looks like. And they do come apart, so you can use that. And then this is actually a paper frame. So this can be used in a variety of ways. So ladies, any questions before I set your timer and to make you, I'm going to take off my camera.
Does the tool count as a supply as well?
Sure, you can use the tool, but you don't have to. I mean,
Okay.
you only had 3 of them. So there we go.
My slightly panicky brain was like, wait, she sent a tool in here? I don't see a tool.
All right. So ladies,
Can it just be a part of a bigger item, or do you have to use this as your base?
you can do whatever you want. There's no rules. You can use it however you want.
I'll tell you what the general rule is.
Carol,
Yeah.
This is my party. You be quiet.
Okay.
You're participating. Okay. You can use it however you want. You can use pieces, parts, all, but you have to use something about it.
Okay.
Carol, you just play with your bra straps over there.
Can we
crap,
trade?
you guys.
Can we trade?
Can you trade?
Colors. Hazel, give me the purple one and I'll give you the green.
Well, I thought that showed a little bit of
Are we starting?
Yes, go.
Ah, okay.
I just hit I haven't even hit start yet. So
All right.
There you go.
I guess I'm going to start with this thing.
all right, so let me say hi where the friends are going at it. Look at her. Look at Hazel ripping that thing to shreds. She's on it. Let's say hello to everybody. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. Relax. Drink your coffee or your beverage.
Okay.
Susan, hello, my friend. I totally love it. Don't forget to tune into her channel. She has a great Sunday video I look forward to, where she talks about all of the folks that have things going on their channels and how you can, all the information to join in. One of my favorite videos of the week. Hi, Miss Terry. Hi, DG. Hi, Susie. I'm just scrolling. Hi, Janet. Janet, I did get your message. I wasn't home to answer it. It popped up on my phone. I do have that book. I will get it to you. Nick's Crafty Corner. Hello, hello. It's nice to see you here. Hi, Hope. My Paper Journey. Is that MJ? I think it is. Maureen, hello. Jersey Gypsy, hi there. Microdot. We have all kinds of fun folks tuning in. Tell us where you're from and tell us if you how you came to join us. Are you you follow all of our channels? Are you and Maddie? Hello, Maddie. Maddie also has a channel, and I believe she's got a live show coming up on Memorial Day, so tune into her channel as well. How did you hear about today? And Sierra, hi friend. All right, I'm gonna check in with the girls. I am going to, Carol, I'm going to start, or Regina, I'm going to start with you because I promised I would. Periodically, I'm just going to say what you up to. You started with the interactive journal card?
Yes, I'm going to probably just make this into some kind of little notebook. So I'm going to do a 2-in-1 interactive journal card, or I may add it. Oh, I have a base. Let me see. I got a file folder. Okay. So I may turn the file folder in, and then I'm thinking about like adding this to this center part.
Ooh, yeah.
Like that flap.
I'm digging
But
it.
I need to change the color because no one will swap with me.
I know, darn it.
So, there's that.
There's that. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you, my dear. Now, Miss Hazel, I'm coming back to you. You started ripping with abandon.
Well, can I lodge a formal complaint? I don't like
sure.
it. Color is great, but I don't like it. I am starting on my mini journal / notebook item, and I basically I love a concertina at the best of times. So I kind of thought about some different options. This is actually an upholstery sample, or part of
love that.
That I got at the most recent junk journal meeting. And so my intention is to have it like so. But of course, because it's chenille, I need to add some writing space at the back. So I'll be putting that on. I expect that I will be using this purple paper as part of a collage type decoration.
Nice. All right, carry on, my dear. I don't want to interrupt you. And last but not least, where's Miss Carol? Carol, what are you doing? You got the glue going on.
Yeah, I am starting on the mini journal first.
Okay.
I figure that seems like the largest thing to tackle. So, oh, I didn't want to glue that yet. I got to glue the others. Oh, well, that'll work. I can put the stuff in from the other side.
Thank you, Susan.
But I just grabbed some envelopes to get like a folio going. I've already turned it over and decided to do it upside down from where I started. So here we go.
Awesome. All right, let's get the three girls back up here. Hello, Bucky Ann. It is so great to see you. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the like button on this channel, and thank you, Susan, for reminding the group, please take a second to do that, and also to hop over to the other three ladies' channels if you're not already subscribed to them and join their fun. All three talented artists that I adore very much and call friends. So it's really cool to be able to spend I was going to say Saturday morning because it feels like Saturday to me. It might not to all of you. I
need Maddie's tab punch full folder maker that she was using.
Oh, there you go.
The other day.
But you have that really cool new punch that you just got too. The slot punch, the little, it looks like a Tic Tac.
Looks like a Tic Tac.
Yeah, it wasn't. That
yeah, I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I wonder what I did with that thing.
That sounds like me. I'm like, okay, now I put that somewhere. I unboxed everything. I put it somewhere safely, and yeah. So, folks in the comments, what are you guys working on today? What are you up to? We love to hear. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to post these questions while I'm doing this, and I think I might have my phone on. No, I don't.
Oh, my wallpaper. Where's my wallpaper?
I just glued the bottom instead of the top.
Whoops.
Yes.
That's always been my worst fear, sewing in a signature upside down. And I finally did it once, and I was like, I knew this was bound to happen at one point. Yeah, isn't that neat, Jersey? We're so glad you're here. One of the things that now Jonna has not been a guest yet on our live sales, but she needs to be. But Carol is a regular staple in our weekly sales, along with Sandy Wilhelmina, and then Hazel comes occasionally as well. And they all have things going on their channels. So on our next round, I'll let you guys kind of talk, or maybe we can do that at the end, but stick around whenever you want and tell us what you got going on your channels too when it comes to that point. Becky Ann says she packed up all my supplies to put in a desk. Took me days to do that, and now the desk is in and I have to unpack it. Well, maybe it'll be a little like Christmas, a little. Susan's working on her junk journal madness journal. Awesome.
Is that Susan? I totally love it.
Yes, it is.
Oh, her interview was so good last night.
I didn't get to watch it yet. And you know, Hazel, I'll tell you what. I went as soon as I saw your post, and the video, you know, your link wasn't quite up yet. So next day it was there. I turned on my notifications. Do you think I got a notification for it? No.
You
I
need
was so
to
bummed.
on your forehead.
I know.
That's what I do when I need to really remember something important.
I should have. Oh, I was so irritated.
Oh my gosh, I need like a focal point. BRB.
Okay.
I have to keep reminding myself that this is supposed to be fun, not nerve-wracking.
I'm
Yes.
feeling that right now too. I've already glued 2 things backwards. I'm like, slow down. Take a beat. It's okay.
Yeah, you guys have plenty. You guys have an hour and 4 minutes left. Like, so just.
Oh my goodness, that's it.
That's it. That's a long
That's probably not my best choice.
It's like, who's sweating more, the glue stick or the artist? Who's it
I
gonna
don't
be?
sweat. I glow. I
You
glow.
glow. You glimmer. What I think I'm going to do is, because I want, I'm afraid that if I do the voting stuff now, I won't be able to include pictures. So I'm just going to wait and I'll take a screenshot. That will be better. And then before y'all go, you can vote.
I brought out the power tool.
What is that? Let's see.
It's a battery operated smudger to ink with.
Oh, well, that's very, very high tech.
Well, you know, it's all about speed. I had to bring out the power tool.
Hey, I'm in the shop. I could bring out some real power tools.
Yeah, you could.
I didn't have time to use the ink dauber. I got it's time for that.
I'm feeling like I don't even know how scissors work anymore. So you can try to intimidate with your technology, but
Yeah, that's for sure. I think one of my favorite things that came out of the pre-taped ones was listening to the creators pumping themselves up. Like they were like you can do this now. So I love that about it.
Well, you know that talking to yourself is a sign of mental illness, though, right?
But we're not
well,
talking to ourselves. We're talking to you guys. So, you know.
yeah, there we go.
Okay,
We're
that's
always talking
your-
to the audience, that's for sure. Yeah.
honestly, half the stuff that I accumulated here is absolutely useless to me. Wait a
Aw.
Well, I haven't really used anything that I gathered either yet, except for my fussy cuts.
It does look like a face massager or one of those pill things, you know, the pillars that you put on your clothes.
It's by Artco. It has a sanding thing and a brush thing and daubers.
She'll have the link in the description below.
I don't have a link. Oh gosh, I don't even think they make it anymore. I've had that thing forever. And when I was unpacking my room, I was like, "Oh, this could come in handy." I'm in a hurry. Oh goodness gracious, you guys!
I really love that fabric, Hazel.
Well, yeah, but does it work with this bloody thing? Oh, not really.
Well, see, you took out your hatred for that paper real fast there, sister.
Well, you
And
could do like Jonna and cover it completely and change the color, change the
go.
look.
I'm not even looking at what you girls are doing. I can't afford to be intimidated at this.
I'm not looking
That's
at
right.
either. I'm not looking either.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Was that on there already, or did you just add that without me seeing that part? Hazel. Yeah.
Oh, I added these things, but I need to zhuzh them up a bit. But
I like that.
well, I don't.
She's still deciding.
That's awesome. I just got cold all of a sudden, and the sun is a shining in. How's the weather where everybody's at? I hope everybody's having a good. It's cold here, but at least the sun is shining. I
Gonna
did
be
pull up
another toasty one here.
toasty one for you guys.
Yep, we're going up to the lake house. We have
Nice.
family that has a lake house. And we're taking the granddaughter and giving the parents a weekend to themselves.
For them to have staycation.
Yeah, they're having a staycation and
That's
hanging
awesome.
all their pictures in the house because that's been driving my daughter
Hey,
nuts.
you know what? Some of those, I just said this. I don't think the video is published, but I really want like a week when like no one's home except for me, and I literally want to go stay in the basement, like sleep in Landon's room, never leave the basement, pretend like nothing else exists except my craft room, and stock the fridge down there and have a whole week of just not like my own little retreat. But I want to be in my craft room because I want all the stuff,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It does, doesn't
I'm
it?
gonna have to get a pink tie because I got to tie the pink in somehow. Dude's getting a pink tie.
Well, let me see.
Well, I can see Hazel. She's working away there.
Yes, she is. I keep switching switching you guys up so everybody can see it a little bit bigger.
I brought my camera down and now you can't see my whole desk. So
let's ask
adjust.
let's ask the audience, like, which one of these mystery items would you have been crying about in your craft corner if you had to create with it? Would it be the slip strap, the perm rod, or the frame? And I also want to know, answer in the comments, do you think, all three of the girls started with the frame. Do you think that would be the easiest thing to start with, or what would your strategy have been?
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Sure, ma'am.
So 3 items, 3 projects. One of those items has to be the main ingredient in each of the projects, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't use like say you want to make a dangle and you feel like a piece of that purple paper that you really want needs to go in your dangle, add it to it. Now, you can incorporate it there because you love that paper so much.
Yeah.
I need to spray this thing.
I'm seeing 3 votes for perm rod. They think that one would be the most challenging. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this perm rods. And, you got to know your market, right? And you got to know your strategy for selling, correct? So I made these bundles because I love to challenge myself with just weird, obscure things to try to make into something, right? So I made these bundles. I think Denise Gardner actually has one. And it had these 3 pieces and a bunch of other things in it. Well, needless to say, I took them off the market because nobody was buying them. I'm sure when they saw the slip strap and the perm rod, they were like, nope, don't need that in my life. So I thought, I really wanted somebody else besides myself to play with these, and what perfect items. Did you girls have any clue that that's what I might have been?
Nope.
No.
I was feeling the package and I knew there was something lumpy in there, but I thought it might have been a barrette. Not that helped.
Oh, yeah.
Preparation, clearly.
Honestly, I thought maybe that lump was like a skirt pin, like for kilts.
Yeah.
What?
I had those too. So Bucky is asking, what is the main challenge here? So this is the hashtag Mission Impossible Makers. So you can look these all up or on whoops, sorry.
I got it.
On Carol's channel. And see if you can follow the hashtag and see all of the videos that we've done in the past. So the goal is the 3 artists have 75 minutes. They have 3 items, mystery items. Oh, you got a whole bunch of paint there.
I know, it came out really fast.
That I sent them in.
Oh gosh, no, it's everywhere.
And then they have to create. Let me show you guys what they need to create. I'll put it back on the screen so you can see. Each creator needs to create a dangle, a mini journal, and an interactive journal. And somehow, like Hazel just said, in their creative process, they need to incorporate each one of those items somehow in one or more of the items that they make. Thanks for asking that, Miss Bucky Ann. A couple of things that I will mention, and I'll let the girls talk a little bit more about their channels in a little bit. But every Tuesday, except the first Tuesday of the month, we have live sales where you can come on and come to and purchase all kinds of things. I need to get rid of that. There we go. On Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on my channel, the Traveling Crafter. Carol will talk a little bit later about her Christmas in July opportunity where you can participate both whether you have a YouTube channel or not. You can create and participate by joining the Makers Market, which I'll put away a link so you guys can all go and check that out. And Hazel will be talking about her heart to heart, and Donna will be talking about her channel and what she will be up to in the coming months. Yeah. So, how are you doing, ladies?
She fell in the can. She fell in the can. I'm lost in the weeds.
And Jonna was the only one that said she took out any tripping hazards.
I'm
So
lost in the weeds.
one of the things, ladies, that I didn't mention when we started is if you need help, you have 3 opportunities. Now, it's not going to count against you. I mean, I could have done it that way, like took a point off or something. I don't know. But I wasn't that quick on the draw for that. But you have 3 opportunities. You can phone a friend, which really just means you can ask any specific person in the comments for their advice on what they might do with something. You can Ask the Audience, where everybody can give you their ideas on what they think you guys should be working on or doing. And you can also ask me if you want some advice. So you can only use each one of those one time, but you do have options if you get stuck. Oh, I just got a cramp on my leg. Hi, Teresa. Bucky Ann said, in 75 minutes, this should be good.
Yeah, that's not happening, by the way.
What's not happening?
You don't think you'll get to it in 70? You don't think
No,
so?
calling a friend and waiting. No.
Not if I keep spilling paint. No.
I think this is crazy. Whoever came up with this idea? That would be Carol, dear sweet Carol.
Do you know? I think you might be surprised. Like I couldn't believe when I did mine that how much time I had. But don't know. Like I said before, if
You're the queen.
If you want my advice, just don't overthink it and go for it. The other thing is, if you've completed an item, move on to the next. You can always come back to it and complete it better. You like that word? Better. Oh,
I need gluier glue. My glue. I should have. Yeah. My glue's too runny right now. Let's blame the glue.
Hi, Kara. It's great to see you here.
Hi,
and
Kara.
we are.
Oh, Kara, lived through this process.
Yeah, we are on streaming from my channel, but we were able to get all three of the girls' channels streaming as well. So welcome. They are doing amazing, aren't they, Kara? So Nemo Cat 20 Creations, and ladies crafting, you don't need to answer this, but if those of you in the comments want to answer, she said, random question. Any suggestions on a printer for digital journal kits? She has an HP, but she feels like the ink would be used up fast. So in the comments, let us know. I know that both Hazel and I have the Epson ET5850. I will say I love it, except that I think, and again, I am maybe not patient, but it's not fast. Like it doesn't speedily print, in my opinion. Maybe I'm missing something, but I love it otherwise. Prints great. And those are the Eco Tanks. So it does last for a very long time. I think you get like 4,000 color prints and 7,000 black and whites in one bottle.
I have recently learned with my Eco Tank, I use presentation paper, but I didn't realize until just recently that you have to change the setting on the printer, like go touch the machine, not something that you're changing on your screen, to presentation printing to make it, actually do the good printing. And then I do use the presentation paper because that makes a huge difference.
It does, but you don't have to do that on all of them. So just check your computer or your printer. Because some of, like, I don't have to, mine automatically changes it from my laptop or my iPad or my phone.
Yeah, I have to go on the,
do it there, though.
I have to change it on the paper settings on the actual front of the printer, which is silly, but.
Teresa, I bought an Eco Tank early on when they, were first coming out. And I bought a starter, like a $250 version of it. And I hated it. I mean, I love the prints. The prints came out great. But it didn't do what I needed it to do for printing digitals when I was creating them or anything else. So this one seems to fit the family needs. Although I'll tell you what, my advice to you, if you have anybody else besides yourself using that printer, hide your good presentation paper and make them use the cheapy stuff. because there's nothing that irritates me more than when my kids use my presentation paper to print a school thing.
Angela, the thing that I find annoying, and it's probably, operator error, I just haven't done the research to figure out how to default. Like when I print, every single time I have to choose which tray it will feed from. And
Huh.
that ticks me off, something fierce.
I think that's a settings thing because I do not have to do that unless I want it to come out of a different tray. So I use the back tray the most. But I do have my front two trays. One's got cardstock photo matte paper, and the other one has the presentation paper in it as well. But my kids and Dave don't know how to use those, so I just leave them loaded in that. And then the easiest thing for me to do is just change out my paper in the back thing.
I want to know if John is rearranging furniture.
Am I loud? I can mute.
No, you're fine.
You're fine. I'm just like very curious what's going on.
Karamia, it is gorgeous, isn't it? So for those ladies that are crafting, if you are not paying attention, Hazel is making an accordion journal, and she's got a little dragonfly on the front. Let's see if I see, she's still cutting so I can make her big. And Karamia said it's gorgeous. There you go.
Strategy wise, I'm just setting this aside and starting on something else because I don't want to judge something to within an inch of life.
Yeah, I liked where you were going with it. So,
I got mute.
no worries. So she set her first one aside. Hazel has moved on to her perm rod. She's got some lace out. She also has the slip strap out as well. So let's see what magic she works with that. And let's check in on Miss Jonna. Jonna's on mute right now, but she's got her sewing machine out. She's brought out the big guns. Wow, that's impressive. And then Carol, I think she's still working on her, that is her mini journal, I believe. So she has got the front on it. I know I don't want to interrupt her, but I was going to have her open it up and when she has a second. But she's actually got pages. Oh, she's creating her pages right now. Cinderella.
Yes, I've been fussy cutting at night, and this book was one of my girls' favorites when they were little. Each Peach Pear Plum. It's an I Spy book.
Cute.
And I had 3 copies, so I figured I'm gonna cut one up, and I think it's gonna be perfect for this little journal today.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are all doing good. I brought up just so because for those of you who might not know me, I can't sit idle. Like my hands need to be doing something. So I was like, well, I better bring something up here in case. But I haven't really had a lot of time. But what I'm doing at this very moment, I created I'm in the process of making a series of the Woman's Day Encyclopedia of Cookery. What do you call them? Glue books. So I'm putting some pages together. And if you hear me, that's what that is. I'm just looking for some scrap pieces in my little box. Oh, Susie Allen, I love you so much. She said, you're doing a great job, Angela. I feel like I'm watching Chopped. So see, Carol, your dream came true. That's what she kind of wanted it to be like. So
Without the chopping part.
Without the chopping part. When I don't know if I told you this, when I worked for the insurance company, we had to come up with, I think I did. We had to come up with themes every year. I was in charge of our sales conference for the entire company, which was a huge undertaking. And one year we did Mission It's Possible. and we had that whole theme. So we had a whole lot of had a really fun time planning it. My staff was in charge of planning it. So I think about that. I always have a hard time saying Mission Impossible when I'm stating this because I'm like, oh, we used to say Mission It's Possible. So I have a question for the folks in the comments. So if you could just throw thank you, Karen. I appreciate you. If you could just throw a wrench in it and just throw these three girls for a loop, what item would you add to these three things to have them use? Like, just throw something out. I know Teresa DeFredo is going to come up with something crazy. I'm curious.
I'm glad this is a hypothetical question.
Oh, I didn't say it was hypothetical. You can't. You can't trust me, girl. You never know, Carol. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make you girls do that.
One thing I forgot to mention
A fork.
in terms of strategy was that really, because I have a number of things on the go, I'm just hoping to, kind of maximize this time and this effort and create something that I could use in a current project that I have. So I think that might have gone out the window, to be honest, but that was what I was thinking about early on.
Yeah, I love that. Jonna, tell us what you're up to over here. You're just running around that room, and it's a good thing you got all the rugs out.
Yeah, I just knocked over my trash can. It went flying. Okay. I did this little thing so that I'm going to take this and stitch it here, I think. And so then this is like a little notebook inside a notebook.
I love
and then
that.
This slides out like that. So I got to cover the inside still.
Awesome. And will that little file folder have a dangle?
Yes, it will have a dangle. It's coming. I'm waiting for the paint to dry.
Oh, I just didn't know. I didn't know if you were doing it for that specific project or if you were.
Oh no, I'm making everything to go in here. And
okay.
I was thinking too, I could shove this down in here and make that a pocket.
I love that. And I love how you took the little the photo and then did some coloring on it too. So you kind of had the same strategy as Hazel as well. You're using something that for a project you're working on. Kill two birds with one stone.
Well, no, but
but that's how it turned out, right?
I had just thrifted the file folder, so that was sitting behind me. And then I ran and grabbed and when I saw that thing, I thought, okay, I can add some flip flaps to that thing. Oh no, the glue did not stick. I used a hot glue gun. Don't use a hot glue gun.
I have been busting my glue gun out a little bit more because I've had some projects that needed it, right? But I'm in love with my glue gun. I need to do some more assemblage because I haven't done enough of that lately.
Okay, so I need to cover the inside of that. And then,
so in the comments, or if you ladies want to answer too, in the US we have it's Memorial Day weekend, which means it's a long weekend for us. We most things are closed on Monday, which some of you in the other countries would call a bank holiday. Are you doing anything fun? The reason I ask is my mom, I was telling the girls earlier that my mom bought a whole bunch of hosta and irises and lilies for the lake house for our duplex because it needs a lot of stuff. And it was from man, that girl's still running. She left her dog and she's still running, that little girl. anyway, she bought me a whole bunch to put around the house because there's no landscaping, and so I need to go up there and do that on tomorrow. So I'm hoping maybe we'll stay up there and actually not work and maybe do something fun, you know?
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, because the lake is so much fun, but so far we haven't really got to enjoy a lot of it because we've been working.
Yeah, that's where I moved to. I live on a lake
Mm-hmm.
and it is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of work. And because it was a new build, I had no landscaping.
Right.
So, well, I mean, it's a new build, but there was some landscaping from the house that was here that got hit by the tornado.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all like scattered. So I have it's just random stuff growing up in the lawn. And so I've had to do a lot of moving it around, you know?
Yeah. So, in case you want to know, we are exactly at 37 minutes. So you're at the halfway point.
Oh, my word. Okay. I got to pull out the heat tool. I'm putting me on mute.
Okay. I'm going to put
The-
y'all back up here. Oops.
The farm where we live, they've got some like bushes and of course the orchard, almonds and stuff, but all the flowers here when we moved in were plastic. And that was the first thing to go in the trash.
Oh my
That's
God.
Carol.
Sorry, what?
Low maintenance.
There,
Oh.
for sure.
Well, not if when you touch them, then they crumble and it goes
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh, that's genius. That's genius.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing, John. I'm like, maybe that's what I need at the duplex for color. Fake plants, fake flowers. Yeah, and then
Making
my
sure
mom just texted me and said today would be a great day to pull ground cover. I guess she has a bunch of ground cover at home, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I have time to do that.
I
But
can't
it is.
that our time is half gone.
I know, but you guys are doing great.
Mm,
You're seriously, I promise you are.
Well, don't use the heat tool on the perm roller because it melts the perm roller.
Oh,
Oh
I'm melting the perm roller. It's all right. I can come back from this.
that's how I ruined my mat.
I can come back from this.
You can. It's going to be okay. But I ruined my crafting mat doing the same.
I'm gonna
Basically,
cover it, and you're never gonna know.
it's all going to be okay.
Oh, my scissors went flying.
Everybody's look at Hazel's dangle or perm rod. Maybe she's not calling it a dangle. I shouldn't assume. Hazel, what do you got going on there?
This, trust me, we're calling this a dangle. Whether
With the emphasis on the dang.
Trust me, it's a dangle, she says. I mean, I do have to say that Hazel was the one that said there's no way in 75 minutes. And she's kicking some ASS, if I don't say so myself.
okay, but nothing is finished. And and based on what I just saw of Jonna's thing, I'm thinking, it looks like I may be doing the kindergarten version of it.
Remember, you can always get your substrate done, and then you can come back and make it gorgeous. Whatever works for you. Everybody crafts a little bit different, right? So
I had to improvise like 3 times already because I spilled paint. And then I melted
oh my goodness.
Then I melted my perm rod. Who knew they would melt? Who knew?
Carol, in the future, maybe there needs to be like a blooper prize.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I
Hi,
can
Carrie.
star in that one.
I can tell you that I'm having the time of my life. Like I love being a game show host. I mean, if I would have really been thinking, I would have had like scripts written and extra challenges. But Carol and Hazel and John probably would have disowned me as a friend. I could have got carried away real fast.
Oh my gosh, I thought I would need my tool, and it just melted my. Oh
I
no!
want to see what
I'm
Hazel.
gonna
I'm going to
make a sticker.
make you big there for a second. I want everybody to take a look at Hazel's dangle.
I gathered all these fibers up in a variety of colors because I thought they could go in one of my baby girl journals that I have commissioned, or in my peony journal. But honest to God, this is not.
It looks good. I mean, what's it not doing?
Well, one thing, I have a little broken, whatever these little side pieces are called here. So
you got a rip off one, or maybe it broke in the mail.
Oh,
well, I don't know, but
She's not
I
claiming.
didn't see what she did. I put fabric on mine too. Oops. I didn't even see it.
Can you see her screen now, Jonna?
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and there was an explosion at a yarn shop, and this is what happened.
Let's see. I'm going to zoom in on Jonna's again, and then I'm not going in order. Carol, sorry, I screwed that up.
That's okay. I don't think there's an order. I think it's
Well,
whatever you want to see.
So I didn't stress you out. So I didn't want to.
Carol,
I didn't want to add any
out
stress.
instead.
Creating.
Sorry, what?
And you're probably just quietly creating there while the rest of us are having a meltdown here.
I'm working my little fingers as fast as I can, feeling like because I'm not done with the first thing and I moved on to the second thing so the first thing could start drying. I'm like, when am I going to get to the third thing?
Yeah.
Jonna, is your perm rod is blue? Is that
No,
right?
it was pink. I painted it.
Oh, you painted it. Okay.
Hence,
I was thinking I was like, that doesn't look like the blue, because I do have some blue ones.
oh no, I painted it.
Before you spilled the paint.
Exactly. Exactly.
I have a question for you girls, because I am undecided, but I'm kind of leaning one way. In your opinions, in all the different types of journals you can make, and I'll ask Jonna this first since we're on her screen. Which type of journal do you think is the easiest to create? So, for example, a binder journal, a altered, with a new spine journal, a Midori style, a no-sew journal. I'm just curious.
I like Midori style. I think that's pretty simple because it's elastic. You don't have to punch a couple of eyelets in and call it done.
Yeah.
That's
How
my
about you?
Preference.
Yeah. How about you, Hazel?
I think what I would find deadly in the studio is if I had to only do one thing.
Yeah.
So what really appeals to me is the fact that I pick things up. I haven't done many Midori styles, but I love concertinas, and I don't have a problem sewing in signatures. So I just love that there is the freedom to choose from one project to another.
Yeah.
Not and not be sort of pigeonholed in any way.
Yeah. And I kind of feel the same way. Like I mean, I would say my potential attention deficit and also my need to have variety in my life. What I found, and I just recently started doing, was I think I'm down to 15 or 13 journals on my desk that I have in various states of completion. And it's just, and all kinds, like all of the ones I mentioned and more, I have some cinch journals and such, but that ability to just look over and say, hey, I'm in the mood to work on this one today, it really feels good. And it's allowed me to be very creative, just off the, as on the whim, right? So I agree with you, Hazel. How about you, Carol?
I really like doing altered books from Ringbound Books. I think that's, if you ask me what the easiest is, that's what I would say is my easiest. Is I love those cookbook journals that I use for my memory keeping, where I just remove all but 12 pages and then I just start creating on the paper that's there. As far as what I make for my custom journals, I do like it's kind of a Midori style in that each signature is bound separately with just a string around it, but it's a no-sew method with twine. You just wrap the spine and then put a signature under each of the strings. That's second easiest. I don't have problems with doing the sewing in signatures. And so if I want something, super sturdy, it's going to be a bigger journal. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah. I'm really getting into these. I did a while back, I did some no-sew signatures. And then I saw, what's her name? Natasha at Treasure Books did her version of a no-sew journal, which it's not really that different than what we've probably all done before. I know that Nazi at Amity Bloom. Yeah, she does something like that. And so I just did my own version, kind of a combining, taking the ideas and just doing my own thing. And it's quickly become my favorite. I mean, but I don't know that it's the easy. I mean, it still takes a lot of time, and I've always loved doing ringbound journals, but my ringbound journals, almost every one of them becomes an exploding journal, is what I call them. I just can't stop. Like I love doing them so much. There's just too many things inside. So,
well, and I always look for a journal that is got lots of room when I start, because I know I'm going to be packing it full. I use my journals, and so if I buy a gator mouth, then I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, well, and that's why I have such a variety, because there's some people that is really what they want. They want to get their money's worth, and it's packed full of stuff. And sometimes I won't pack it quite as full, but then just send it along, and then they can figure out what they want to do with it. Because not everybody that buys a journal has that vision. They don't know that, oh, I can take this out. I don't have to have it in there. I can move this stuff around. So,
yeah.
I think it's also misleading to think that binder journals are in any way easier.
Yeah, agreed.
I've only done a couple, and honestly, there is a lot of steps and a lot of methods for paper selection.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What's going on over there, John?
I don't know. She's having her own giggle party over here. Now,
my tip came off my thing, my glue all over my project. What the?
She is.
I'm having all kinds of malfunctions over here.
The crafting gods are not being nice to you today, sis.
Man,
just blame the poison oak or poison ivy.
I think, Carol, did you curse me?
No, never. Only blessings.
Oh, I didn't see Creating with Kat. I missed you, hon. I'm sorry. I'm just going up and saying bye, Kara. Karen Williams says hello. She said she's popping in 2 minutes without entertaining baby. Oh yeah, that's right. She's been babysitting or watching the baby like at 5 a.m, I think she said. God bless her. Maybe it was earlier. I don't remember, but it was early. Are you having fun, ladies?
No.
Leave it to
Tell us how
Hazel.
you
To
really feel. Tell us how you really
do you
feel.
know, one of the things that I found, and I didn't want to, say it before you guys started, but the one thing that I found really challenging, you have 22 minutes left if you are curious, is that, and I don't consider myself a perfectionist, but I do like to put a lot of interest on my pieces, right? Whether it's a a piece of ephemera or an entire journal. And that was hard for me because I was like, ugh, I want to do so much more, but I don't have time to go get this and pull that out, or I won't finish this in 75 minutes. And so that was probably my biggest. I had to be okay with the way that it was at the time of my 75 minutes being up. And that was not easy for me. But the beauty
Yeah.
of it is, after the voting's done, you guys can go back and do whatever you want to.
Yeah, I think that was what I was trying to express at the beginning, is that like I have a vision in mind, but then am I going to have the time
Yeah.
to actually get there? And am I going to, like I said, I get lost in the weeds with details, and it's like, okay, you just got to move on and you just got to keep going.
It's a good exercise for just kind of throwing caution. This is like an exercise that we would do in mindfulness courses, where you don't really have the ability to think about it, and you just put on a song for however long that song is, and you do not pick your pen up off the piece of paper, and you just journal or write for however that long that song is, or whatever the activity is, craft, and it helps with your creativity. It helps you to be more focused, and it helps you to maybe let some things go that you don't realize that you hold on to, like whether it's being detailed, or whether it's having all of the elements, or whether it's just being it's a feeling thing, whether it's crafting or otherwise, if you know what I mean. I think we should probably, as artists, every single one of us, whether it's the four of us on camera or you guys in the comments, we should throw reckless abandon to our crafting more often, and just give ourselves that challenge to, so many items, so little time, and just see how creative we can and how much we can succeed, because it's amazing. You'd really be surprised.
I'm doing an awful job of being on camera, so I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, I haven't been on camera. I'm down here off my desk, on the edge of my desk, just crafting
Well,
away.
you were a little bit off at the beginning, so I didn't say anything. But you must be like slowly just edging your way.
I tried to move stuff up so that I can stay on, but
there you go. Hi, Carrie.
hi, Carrie. We almost went live to your channel. Haha.
Yeah, we were totally. Before I got all the girls to go live on their channels, I said, well, I can go live on Carrie's channel, and Jonna was all for it. She said I should just do it.
Just throw me under the bus.
It would have been funny though. Carrie would have been like, I am not live. What's going on here? Yeah, Susie, that's sometimes it. So Susie said it with her, it's overthinking it, and then she overthinks it so much that she gets overwhelmed. So that would be it's a great strategy to try. What is that noise? It sounds like a cat.
I think somebody's glue has asthma.
It's my tool. It's my tool.
Not the tool again. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay, Susie Allen says, see you tonight, Carrie. What are we seeing Carrie tonight? Do you guys got a date and I don't know about it? Am I going to have FOMO? That's so funny. That is so funny. It seriously sounds like a kitty.
Maybe
Oh, she has a live at 4.
where I flung the wallpaper.
What are we doing at 4, Carrie? I'm going to try to tune in. Oh, Karen, for sure do it. So, Jonna,
I just breathed.
I think you can tell us this. How far are you from like what's the closest big city to you? Whether it's in Tennessee or
Memphis.
Memphis is the closest. Okay.
Yeah.
Because in October, I think you know this, that we have a wedding in state. Well, I think it's in Statesboro, Georgia. So I think we're going. If I can convince Dave to take that much time off, I think we're going to drive.
Cool.
So I was just trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm in between. Well, I'm closest to Memphis, but I'm not that far from like Oxford.
Walking in Memphis.
Okay.
So, yeah, exactly.
Walking with my feet 10 feet off the something.
Off
Off
the
of
ground.
Beale. That's the street. I love Memphis, but I like Nashville more.
Well, yeah, we're like the stepchild to Nashville. We have the music and.
Well,
and
you
all
have
that.
some really great museums there, and I mean,
They're
I
work-
had a
they're
whole
working
list.
on it.
I had a whole list for Landon to go see when we went last year to Chattanooga, which I like Chattanooga too, but and he didn't want to drive, so I'm like, well, you miss out, buddy.
Hey, Jonna, what's the name of that hotel in downtown Memphis? Well, when we went to Nashville and Memphis, we stayed in the hotel, kind of modern and so on, across the street from the hotel with the ducks.
Oh,
So,
yes.
The Peabody.
That's so cool. Did you get to see the march?
No.
Oh, I went. We had that in Orlando where I moved from, and I went to the one that was here. And the day I was there, they marched the ducks, but there was an issue with the fountain, so they just marched out of the elevator and marched right back down. And the one boy duck didn't want to participate, so he had his own little issues going on.
He had his own little march.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so the
really
girl,
cute.
I felt bad because the girl couldn't get him to, do what she wanted. She wanted him to do. But anyway,
that is pretty cool, though. I don't know. Tennessee is one of my favorite states. I would live there for sure. In fact, we looked at places there.
well, I'm
Just
right
for
on
fun.
the board. I'm right on the border of Tennessee, so we have a lot of like the rolling hills and
Yeah, which is beautiful.
yeah.
We also looked in Mississippi, in Biloxi.
Okay.
We also looked in Florida. So we're all over the flipping South, and we don't know that we're ever going to do anything, but we're just starting to look, because, when you can camp, why not? Let me see. Let me give you some times.
Yeah, I was looking for somewhere to camp down on the water.
Mm-hmm.
In Mississippi, but I don't know if there's any. I think down by Biloxi.
Yeah, that's where. In fact, there's a really. I don't know how expensive it is because I think you can do like year round. But we went by one because that's where Dave's best friend lives, and we go there a lot. And I can find out the name of it, but there's a really nice campground, and you could do like winter or yearly. And it is, I don't know if it's on the water. I think it might be. But it looked like a resort. It was cool.
Huh.
It was very cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
How many minutes we have?
I know. How many minutes do you have left? You have 13 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
God.
We just got really quiet.
Yeah, we did. Well, I was reading the comments. Demi
No.
just went. Demi went and saw Morgan Wallen not so long. Well, I guess maybe it was last summer. But I do love him.
I'm glad it's not like this. This isn't like those British sewing shows or some other, or even the cooking shows where judges actually taste and check the integrity of the construction. Oh, your ducks don't line up, lady. Your hem is puckered.
Yes. Your seams need to be ripped out.
Yeah.
Shoot. I think I'm going to have to sew that in, or I don't have time for it to stay glued.
So, ladies, well, it's to all of you, not just to the girls on the screen. When I went to that fabric sale at the thrift store, I had shared a quick picture. I picked up. It had fabric. Everything was cut out to be a quilt, and it was using a pattern that was from the quilt shop that my grandma, used to work at. And I happened to pick up the package, and the back of it had all of the ladies that worked at the quilt shop's pictures, including Mo's, which was so funny.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, so I did end up buying it because I'm like, I'm sure she probably has that. She hates, having her picture taken and all that. But I bought it anyway because I couldn't leave it behind. And when I opened it up, each page inside of the instructions had the sideline, a bio sideline, with interviews from each of the ladies that worked on the team. So she had a whole page, and her all of her, whatever she wrote was in there. It was so sweet.
That's really incredible. What a neat memory piece.
Yeah, I thought so too. I couldn't leave it behind. She's been showcased in the newspapers, and she ran that quilting machine for them until they closed, and she was, I think, 88 or 89 when they closed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe she was older, but I know at least that age.
My hands are glued together.
Well, let's take a look. We're almost rolling down to we're at the 10-minute mark.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to, and while you're explaining, I'm gonna take a photo of each of them. So let's go. We'll start with
No, we can't explain yet. We got to give us all the way to the end.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Don't panic.
Okay, you're panicking.
I'm just showing Jana's right now. But what I'm going to do is, when time is up, just so everybody in the comments knows, so you can all play along because you've been so awesome hanging out with us. I am going to give each of the ladies a time to share their wares, share what they made. Ladies, I'll have you put all of your items on the screen, and then I'm just going to take a screenshot when it's your turn.
Oh my goodness. What?
And then I'm going to create the poll while you guys are sharing what
Does anybody see my scissors in this mess?
Oh my gosh, you're kidding. Now she lost her scissors. I don't.
So, Angela, does that mean that the photos you take sort of negates us having to do our own photos?
You got it.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'll just make it easy for you.
Because I was thinking, I know that Carol has tried to coax me, or not coax me, but coach
Help
me
me find letters. Help me find letters.
to figure out how to make a square photo.
Teresa says, under the brown paper, Jana.
Under the brown paper. Well, I found them here. I don't know where the other. I got them.
Okay.
Thank you, Teresa.
Is there anyone to beat Teresa for being eagle-eyed? I want to know that.
I don't think so. I think she's it. Like you want Teresa on every one of your videos screaming without you being able to hear it. They're over there. Or I saw you do that. Well, that was good. I don't even remember doing that. Oh, it's getting hot in this sunroom now.
It's getting hot in this competition.
It is, isn't it?
I need the eye.
Oh, Susie, did you go to the Opryland Hotel? It is gorgeous at Christmas time. Beautiful, and it's humongo. All right, let's see how Carol's doing over here.
I'm tying knots. I have my journal and this kind of done,
I don't
but I'm
know.
making my dangle.
Oh no, she said she's had a internet outage all day. Teresa, that stinks.
Is that an I? No, it's an F.
So Sam, our son Sam, who lives in Omaha, he had a few weeks off of work from their moving location. So he had some time off and went to he came here yesterday, but he spent the week with Dave at the camper while he worked, and they had a blast. It was just reminding me of internet. And of course he's a gamer, so he brings all of his, so is my son, Landon, but he took all of his stuff, and I'm the only one that's ever set up Starlink at the RV. Dave's never even touched it. So I showed Sam how to do it. And I said, buddy, it's really easy. And I said, but here's the thing. I said, how about you show your dad how to do it instead of me? Because I may lose my ever-living mind. I have to show him. So Sam said, well, I showed him, Ange. I don't know if he paid any attention, he said. I'm like, I'm sure not. That's why I wanted you to do it.
Because he's probably thinking, oh, Ange will do it when I'm back here with her.
That's exactly what he thinks. You know.
No, my hubby's the tech guy. I struggle through, but
I don't know
IT.
that, Carol. I think you're
Yeah.
smart with tech.
Maybe more than the average because I'm constantly being tutored, but but I feel inadequate on so many angles of it.
I just try to feel, but I'm lucky. I've got 4 millennials that are brilliant with computers. So if I can't figure it out, then they're right there on it. But I try to at least give it the old mom try before I call on them. Because then they'll say, okay, boomer. That's what they call me. I'm like, listen, I'm not.
We are not boomers.
I try to tell them that, but.
Not that that's any slur to people who are, but
I was gonna say, hey.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp.
Yeah. So, that's their slang, but they also, just in case you didn't know, I made a dinner, which I actually used more than one pan for the other day. And I said, Landon, how do you like it? And he said, it's bussin'. So if you get a compliment like that from a kid,
It's
just
what?
know it's amazing.
What did you say?
Bussin'.
He said it was bustin'.
No,
Oh.
bussin'. Bussin'.
Bussin'?
Bussin'.
Oh, that's a
And
new one for me.
And you kind of have to say it like bussin'. Like, no, I'm not saying it right. Ooh, it's bussin'. Anyway, there you go. There's my millennial slang for the day. I said, well, I guess that means it's good. And they were both like, what got into you, Mom? Why are you making this fancy dinner? I don't know. It sounded good.
Come on, get down there.
Let's see, ladies. You got 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Is that upside down?
Let's see. I got to get back to Hazel here for a second. Oh, she's back to her first project, so she's moved on. So Bucky Ann, you get it.
Oh, I thought that was. I put the light bulb in my.
I thought Teresa said, I am very tall. Nope, it says I am at the very tail end. Follow the fire. Now they call those ambulance chasers, Teresa.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Karen Williams. Karen asked if we could watch the baby so she could go potty.
Oh,
Yeah, the days, you
remember
know.
those days?
I do too.
I think she has to hold it just like we are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
And she's not talking about the baby. She's talking about your potty.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. My glue is not holding. Don't fail me now, glue. Well, my glue may not be dried by the 3 minutes, but I might be done.
There you go. All right. So let's see. You have 1 minute and 45 seconds. And if you are done, go ahead and get your screen ready so I can take a photo.
Well, I just thought of something else because I have so much time left.
I know you got a whole minute and 34 seconds.
Oh, God. Are you going to yell hands up when the time is hit?
I am. I'm watching it very diligently, which means in my very diligently means I'm multitasking, but I am still watching it. But you're doing good. You guys are all doing great. You have 1 minute and 4 seconds left. There it is.
A minute.
I'll leave some of the stuff I assembled actually thinking I might use it.
You know, when I did mine, I have a stack of stuff that I just always keep, handy. And that's what I pulled from.
Okay, putting these little thingies in the bottles, that takes time.
Yeah, that's when you just got to not do it.
Well, yeah, now she tells me. All right, I need the anchor.
I won't take your photos until you tell me I can. 14 seconds. I just want everyone to know that the negative Nelly that said, "Oh, there's no way in the world," is the first one done, has all of her items laying nicely across her desk, and time is up.
Okay, but mine are all attached, so how's that gonna work?
That's okay. I'll just it will say, oh, let me see.
Well, I could take this out and put that like that.
Yeah. And then I can I can zoom in then on each
But
one.
the thing
Well-
is this is like a belly band collector pin board, so that's kind of like that.
Well,
So
you know
can-
what? I will have them go back and watch your videos, this video. And so I will also do a timestamp as to when you guys do your unveiling too. So
Okay.
Hey, Anne, can you just take up one picture of each
that's what I've done.
item? Okay, I thought you were taking a group shot or something.
No, I'm taking one of each of your screens. Of
So
just
do we get a minute to clean up or no?
you go ahead and you guys go ahead and
Or can we
clean
keep
up.
going?
You guys can clean up your stuff, but just maybe put your items somewhere on the screen so I can take some pictures.
Well, and so that
What?
we can't
Mine are all-
cheat.
Mine are all attached. So are we calling it then?
I know none of you are cheating. We're calling it. Your time is you can do whatever you want.
Our time's up?
Yeah, your time is up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hazel, I'm gonna take your picture first.
Oh,
Let
just
me get a piece of wallpaper. That might look a little bit nicer.
She's staging hers.
Yes, she is.
Hold on.
I'm gonna take it from my let's see.
oh Lord.
Can I take it?
Well, if you must, I suppose.
Why don't you, can you just put the first one? Okay, the first one to your right. Let's do that. Just take well, I can zoom in on it. There you go. Okay, then we got all right. And then move them over a little bit.
Are you gonna crop?
To your right. Yeah, I'll crop everything.
To my
Yeah, just move everything over. Please move your journal and your dangle away from that blocks one real quick. Just farther apart.
oh,
Oh shoot, what did I just do? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Hazel, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
You're wondering why I'm not following directions?
Are we allowed
Okay,
to
now
give
get your
away
pity
the
paws out of
item
the
that
way.
we
There we
made?
go. Are you able to do
Say
what?
that again.
Can we do a drawing in the chat with the people here? I'd be willing to give away and send the item
Well, that's a great idea.
like what I made.
That's a fabulous idea. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to put Miss Jonna on the board here. Are you ready for me? Oh, look at her. She
Yeah,
whipped
if
out.
you're
She did
gonna
whip out
Zoom, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it with because I've got that thing.
okay, let me
here.
just take a separate one. I'll take a picture of that's your bra or your slip strap.
Yep.
There you go. It's thinking just a minute. And then go ahead and yeah, I'll take two.
All right.
Oh my God, that is so complex, Jonna.
It's very pretty.
Well,
Okay, and then
oh my God, you have the same amount of time as the rest of us?
Hang on, I'm taking another
yes,
picture.
I did it with you guys.
And time for
Right.
catastrophes too.
Awesome. Carol, you ready?
Here, let me.
There you go. Perfect. I'll let it. It's a little fuzzy right now, so I'm just going to wait. All right. I'm good now. Can you take just your journal and the paper clip away a little bit? Take your bra or your slip strap thing way away.
This one?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, that's cute, Carol, how you use the little slip strap.
All right, I'm all done. All right, so.
I got to go back and watch this, see what everybody was working on because I wasn't watching at all.
Can everybody show their items individually?
We'll be putting the voting opportunities up for you. So it will take me a minute. So I will depend on the three of you on the screen to carry the conversation while I get this up. If I don't say something, it means I'm just in the middle of something, getting these up there.
Well, I can switch the screens. So, Jonna, go first because you're up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Hazel, and then Carol.
This is my dangle I did with the perm rod that I just, it was pink. And because I had boys on here, I painted it with some Tim Holtz paint. The distress paint sticks to everything. So, but hint, do not use your heat gun with it because it will melt a perm rod. And then, so that's my dangle. And then I made.
Can you hold it close? Can you hold it up close?
Yeah.
Nice. There, I can see it.
Super cute.
Okay.
Super cute.
And then
that was a bold move, Jonna, to paint it because time was of essence, and you made it just brilliant. That's a great idea.
Well, I was just making it work. Like
bold move, Cotton, as they say.
And then for my interactive, I used that thing and I covered it, and then I left half of the hole open so that I could make a little journaling card tuck spot there. And then I just sewed some with my sewing machine, some paper, and then there's another little pocket back here. So, and then that tucks into that slot.
Yeah, you are a very speedy crafter, I will have to say. Like you really
I
mean,
usually am not, but the pressure was
really?
on, and I'm competitive, so you know.
I would have totally thought that you were always like that because I was like, she's whipping out her sewing machine. My gosh.
Hey, that's faster than letting the glue dry. And
No,
then
that's true.
I use the bra strap as kind of like a belly band that you could. These are things you collect on your way, kind of like like a bulletin board, like the memory boards or whatever. So that's
Yeah.
I actually attached it to this, so to the sheet.
I love that.
Oh
And
my.
then I just pinned and stapled stuff to it. And that's it.
And I
And
really
then-
liked the idea that, I mean, maybe like you said, you didn't really plan it to begin with, but then it ended up all being a part of one item.
Well, I had to dye I used distress stain on the bra strap because that was purple. So just FYI, you can use distress stain. It takes it really nice. So I don't know
so
what
you know, when
Yeah.
you're all picking up bra straps, just to know you can use
slip strap. I never.
slip straps. Yeah.
Oh, that's a first for me. I've never used a slip strap. So or
Never either.
a perm rod. But
That's awesome. And tell us in the comments too, like, what would you use some of these things for? Because I think that's fabulous to hear your ideas too. Thank you, Miss Jana.
you're welcome.
All right. And next up is Hazel. You can switch the screens when you're ready, Carol. I'm just gonna edit.
All
here.
right. Let me find her. There you are.
I am so gobsmacked by what Jonna did. I hope I get a few pity votes, though, please.
You and me both.
Okay, this is my mini journal notebook. So this was just a fiber that was kicking around on the desk. I had the purple frame, so I worked that into the collage there. This purple cabbage dyed paper that I used throughout. This thing to begin with was a piece of, do I have another? I mean, I had all kinds of stuff here that I mostly didn't touch. Anyway, if you saw from the beginning, this was an upholstery sample of chenille fabric. Because it had these white strips in between each of the different color choices, I just covered that with some washi tape to sort of disguise that a bit. To give this some body and to provide some journaling space, I glued on those journaling cards, used some more of the purple, did a little embellishing with the strip from the dyed paper, a bit of lace that was kicking around, and just some punch outs. On the back, to sort of add more writing space, I used more of this dyed paper, again, cabbage dyed paper, and again, the washi to cover the white areas. And this paper was actually the really wide paper that, how for early printers had those slotted holes on the side to draw the paper through. So that is that. This is my interactive journaling card. So as I said, I was hoping that some of these projects would work in projects that I'm, need to get some stuff done for. So I use this card, flashcard type thing, and this will end up probably in one of the baby journals. Just to zhuzh up the paper a bit, I used my honeycomb or my punchinella stuff and some different colored ink And I thought this paper with these pencils was really cute. And of course, this is the interactive part where, you know, you pick it up and you're not really or not so sure, but you've got all this space to write on. And this is, I had the brown slip thingamajig, so I set an eyelet and used that as a ribbon there. And then my final item was the pink perm rod. I used some lace that was kicking around on the table, some fibers that I had sort of pre-selected, some, I threaded some beads on to some of the skinnier fibers just to add a little more to it. And then use this flower trim to sort of hold these things in place. And that is that.
Awesome. All right, let me just make sure.
I love how everything expands. It's small, so you could use it you could use them individually, but you could also tuck them into something. That's what I like.
Thank you.
Very nice. And what did you think overall? Did you think it was less stressful than you expected or more stressful?
It was definitely more stressful. And the time just absolutely flies by. And I think if I had to give myself or future contestants any advice, I would say, do not spend a great deal of time and energy assembling stuff, because honestly, the mystery ingredients are the wild card, and it's going to pretty well throw your plans out the window. So
good advice.
So I think staying cool and being able to just think on your feet is probably maybe would serve a person better in the long run. And I still do not know how Jonna did what she did in that time. So,
well, you'll have to go back and watch the
catastrophe.
No, it was not a catastrophe. But we'll go back and watch the replay, because I'm sure you three ladies didn't get to really even appreciate each other's work because you were busy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't paying. I couldn't see what everybody else is doing. So I'm glad you're going through everything. Good.
For sure. And I'm still trying to multitask and get all of these voting opportunities up there for you.
Did I go?
You can sure go.
Okay. I'm not sure why I'm blurry. Oh, there. Maybe a little better now.
You look fine.
Okay. This is my slip strap. I just kind of made a thing to hold this all together. This can be a side tuck on a page. On the back, I used the loop part that was already glued to make a little journaling spot that can slide in and out. And I didn't think to alter the color, Jonna. So I just added a little purple strip in with all the kind of bright colors that I have going here to kind of get that. And then you can loosen this to open the journaling card. And inside we have our other little pocket where you can tuck more goodies. So that is that one. This is my perm rod. I have been hoarding these seams from off of the edges of vintage sheets, and they just happen to be like sitting kind of in a box just past my desk, and on my way to get something else, I just grabbed them and I tied them on. I have a brad, a long brad stuck through there. So if I wanted this on a journal, I could poke that through and open it up and hopefully it would stay. Of course, it would have been nice to maybe put some buttons or beads on this, but I have not yet uncovered where they are. So I added this little it's leather, a flower, and then tied on some other little fuzzy flowers and leaves behind it, and the glue actually dried, thankfully. And then this is my journal. Here's the frame. I added, this was my last second add, was this piece of cross stitch on the bottom. This is a pull-out journaling card. It opens like this, and it opens. Wait, did I glue it? It's stuck. Hold on. Yeah. It opens like this. And so there is a tuck spot here. There is just this cute little scene. There's pages, and each page is a pocket. If I can get it open. So between each page is a pocket. My glue is having issues because I didn't have enough time to sit and dry. And then also, sorry, let me close this and flip this over. So I would have loved to have gotten that embellished. That's the one piece I feel like I didn't finish. But it is the back. And then these poor things, they're just sticking. Okay, so more pages. Thankfully, they don't seem to be getting ruined as they're still just tacky enough that I'm getting them apart. And I think it would be really fun to do something else around here, but that was a lot to get done in this little bit of time.
Yeah, for sure.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Super cute. I love the goats. Hey, Jonna, not to switch gears, but can you show me your slip strap again? When I took photos of it, it took the fit picture, but it still had your hand in it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, but you might get more votes. Like, go with just hands, you know. Hang on, I got to get it back up there. And then I have two of the voting is.
Wait, don't take it. My fingers are in there. There.
See, I just did too.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Now you're good now. Okay. All right, I'm going to put all three of you back on the screen, and then I'm trying to airdrop this. Let's see where there we go. So let's ask the questions do you guys have? And I'm going to share in a second, Sean, how you vote. Give me 2 seconds. But I want to hear from all of you as to what did you think? What did you like most about this? Jersey says it came out lovely. Come on now. I'm waiting for this to download.
I thought what was interesting is that we each had our own little color palette rolling.
Yes, for sure.
And I don't know if what dictated it was the fact of the color of the pin, or the hair curler rod, or if it was the bra strap. How are you guys led to pick your colors?
That's great. That's a great question.
I always gravitate to bright colors and like even the pastels. I still like the bright pastels, if that makes sense. Like nothing's real muted. And that's just what I have around me. And so that's the way I'm probably gonna lean. I don't think that the colors really influence the direction so much as they happen to fit in how I already like to craft, so it didn't hinder me. So you took a you made them work for you, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. How
Yeah,
about
I
you,
don't
Hazel?
pastel-y colors. I don't use a whole lot of that unless it's like a book that I've already started on or something. I don't know. But I do. The only reason why I went this route was because I had just done an unboxing, or not an unboxing, but my thrift haul, and so I had these out, and I had this out, and I had a couple of the books, so I was able to just grab and tear because it was sitting right here.
Yeah, because for you getting up and moving around, it wasn't very advantageous because you were you're having mishaps, man.
I was.
Which I think is just so hilarious because of all of the people that said that they were how they prepared. Yours was definitely the
I
one that
know
was
it
more
was the
safe.
stuff on my desk that was my takedown. It wasn't even the stuff that I removed off the floor.
Right. I'm gonna do this. I'm taking another picture.
I need to change the color.
Carol, on your screen while you're up there, will you just move everything out of the way except your slip strip? Slip strip, that thing. Thank you. Yours didn't.
You want me to get closer? Are you okay?
Nope, you're fine. You're fine.
Can I move mine?
You can
Oh, and I
always-
used the tool. Bonus points.
You
Oh, you
did.
do
I
need
was
to-
just getting ready to dye mine. Because I saw
I'm
it on.
laughing because I know you're 100% serious.
I am serious. I'm sitting here doing it right now.
And we know she's not going to use that pink one, right? That's funny.
Well,
I-
not on this project. I would use it
No.
on something else.
Right.
I think
don't
I
know.
to use
I do.
my piece of tool to hang myself after this project.
Please no, Hazel.
No. You did great.
Oh, I think this was super fun. I really loved the opportunity to actually host and do this. So thanks for letting me.
I think it was
Letting me do
green,
stuff.
Susie. I think it was green. Wasn't your envelope green or your frame?
My friend, this.
No, the this
Yeah.
thing.
Your frame,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was green.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I covered the inside and the outside end. And I only used part of the hole, half of the hole. See, you can see the green in there.
Yeah.
And then I used the piece of the bra strap as the tab.
Double use. Woohoo.
Woo. Okay,
Oh,
so
it'll
now
come
you're
out 'cause I got
probably
that clippy
now you're
thing
probably
there.
wondering how can you vote? Well, in just a second, I'm going to have the last option up. So currently, you can vote for the best perm rod frame and lingerie. Well, maybe. And then I need to do overall. I thought it would just be easier to do it this way than. Why is it not letting me post it?
I thought that they, Angela, I thought that they vote by the project, not by the supply.
Yeah, it's by the supply. Featuring the supply.
Okay, but she said you vote for your best slip thing. Wouldn't it be you vote for your best dangle, your best journal, and your best interactive card?
Yeah, no, it's for the
It's for the mystery item.
Mystery
How
item.
it's featured.
Oh my God. Should have read the fine print.
Well, I tried to clarify before, but I got shut down.
all you had to do was use your 3 items. That was all you had to do.
In 3 specific projects.
I
Yes.
should put some paper under this. Take advantage of the color.
Okay, now I had some reason. Does it only let you do so many posts a day?
No, because when I did it, I did 4.
It's not letting. Well, let's see what happens. Well, do over.
I used somebody's 1970 tax return on that as a piece of paper.
Nice.
I may have to recheck and make sure there's no social security number on it before.
I'm sure there's probably not. There we go. It's opening up now. Goodness, clearly I can't talk and do this at the same time. So what do you guys have planned for the rest of your days? Or not your days. Rest of your are you gonna take a nap? A nice stiff drink.
I'm on it.
Hazel's getting counseling and throwing that piece of tool in the trash.
Our junk journal group is meeting this evening to go to a Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival, so that should be fun.
Oh,
Tell us about that. What's that mean?
Well, I've never been to one, but some of the ladies are getting together ahead of time to have dinner, and then we're all meeting at the trade show. Yeah, and I don't know who's providing the rope, like for a little kindergarten field trip, but I think we're all going to be hanging onto the rope so we don't get separated.
That's awesome. How many people are going?
I don't know, but our group has grown. I think at the last meeting we had something like 16 people, so it's getting there.
Wow.
I'm looking at the comments, and the tool was not one of the items we had to use. It was just, it's Angela's signature way of tying everything together in a package. I just used it because I could. That wasn't one of the mystery items.
no. Oh, were they saying I was cheating because I was working on mine?
No. No.
No. But I do have Jonna would like to give away her items, and so I do have a way that you can all participate and win those. So win that. So I would like you to put in the word possible and tell us of the 3 items that we worked with today, which were the lingerie slip strap, the perm rod, or the frame. Which one would you think would be most possible for you to work with, and what might you create with it? And then I will do a random drawing. If you could see me right now, I'm trying to do 3 things at once, and if I pull it off, I will be patting myself on the back. I just want you all to know that these pictures are not necessarily the most beautiful in the world, but they're not horrible.
I just appreciate that you've done it and I don't have to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I was sitting here going, how do you make a picture a square?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how to do it to get it the right size.
Yeah, that's a huge issue.
It is. I guess I could Google it.
Yeah, why when somebody else will do it for you?
On where?
I said, why when somebody else will do it for you?
Oh, well. I am the someone else.
No, me though.
Well, yeah, but you're not here all the time. So
that's
every
true.
time I want to do a square, I can send it to you and you do it for me? That'd be awesome.
Oh, sure. Right. No problem.
When you open the photo in your photos, there's a button at the bottom like a hamburger, and it's the edit, and then you just click the little crop thing, and it'll pop up like a scroll that goes left to right across your screen for different size photos. You click on 4x4, which is square, and then just align your picture in the little square that pops up, and then save it.
Okay, it's good that this is being recorded because after I'm
She
not an
didn't catch
audible.
that. I was like, I don't know if she got that.
I'm not an audible learner. I'm a tactile learner, so
I'll make you another screenshot video. That worked really well last time for whatever it was you needed help with.
Yes, thank you.
Her comments. She was like, "How do I get notifications for my comments?" I'm like, "Here, let me show you."
Oh yeah, that's why everybody's getting a return comment, because I can actually find them now, and it's not like 4 months later,
That's
when I'm
awesome.
like, oh, somebody commented
Yay!
on my video.
Okay, so I'm going to show you if I can on the screen here, just because it's fun. And I think, Carol, we said the voting will stay open until Sunday, right?
You can pick the end time, but at least through Sunday would be nice. Yeah.
I'm going to pick Sunday, through Sunday. So you have till Sunday, and then Monday morning when I wake up bright and early, then we'll have a winner.
Woohoo! Or multiples, because there's 4 categories.
Well, yes, for sure. I can't talk and do this at the same time. I mean, I'm not doing too bad at it, actually, but all right. And then I will show you where you can go and vote, because that was a big question. And thank you. Okay, we're getting some good answers on here. Remember, if you want to win Jana's goodies, just type in the word possible and then answer the questions, how you would use any one of those items if you were in this challenge. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to go here. Let me set this up first.
Oops.
Oh no, I worry about you, Jana. Like, your safety in that craft room is really worrying me. Okay.
Sorry.
No,
I
don't want you to get hurt yourself. That's just it. Here we go.
I'm not hurting myself.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Here is what I want you. I'm going to share my screen really quick.
I think Sean is watching at work and is saying that his job interferes with his life because they need the question answered.
I do highly recommend getting a candy bracelet, because this did
you eat it all?
No, I only ate like from there to there.
Oh, well, see, that's not too
the fact that you had time to eat any of it. I had my water bottle here. I didn't take a sip.
Okay. Really? So in order to vote, you will go to my my channel, The Traveling Crafter. It's just @ The Traveling Crafter, and it should look a little, hopefully when you get there, it should look a little bit like this. And if you go to the posts, which is right here, so let me just go to the posts. And if I did everything right while I was talking, they should all be there. Although you can't see that there. There it goes. So it's taking its own sweet time. So we got best overall. I should have put your channels in there, but I didn't. Best use of lingerie slip strap. Or I don't know if you can do that in the comments, can you? Because I can always change it. And the best use of the frame. So there you go. And the perm rod. There's 4 different ways that you can vote. Oh, you guys have already been doing it. See, there you go. And the voting will be open if you're watching this on the replay on any one of our channels on until Sunday night. And then we will have a winner on Monday morning. So really, you got till Monday morning, but potatoes, tomatoes. All right. And don't forget, if you haven't already, take a second and like this live and subscribe to The Traveling Crafter if you haven't, as well as all of the folks and find artists that are on the screen. Their channels are right there. Carol at Crinkle Path, Jana the Preppy Crafty Girl, and Hazel at Hazel Naka Designs. Now, let's see who our winner for Jana's giveaway is going to be. And thank you for doing that. That was very sweet. All right, I'm going to share my screen again. And there we go. Looks like we have 11 entries. You still have a couple seconds before I hit the draw button. So let's see what happens. All right, here we go, ladies. And our winner Jonna is going to be, and whoever that person might be, please make sure that you email. It's well, you got to be kidding me, Terry.
Terry.
This is the
Yay!
birthday of the century. So if you don't know, happy birthday. This is Terry's birthday week.
Oh,
Her
I
birth-
didn't know that.
Yes,
Oh, well,
and-
that worked out great.
yeah, and her birthday was on the night of our live sale. And she won both the Mucky Duck and the Crafty Cash giveaway that night.
Terry,
So
I'm not usually superstitious, but I think you should go buy a lottery ticket.
for
I know,
sure,
right?
for sure. Wow, that is awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for doing that. Ladies, it is 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, and probably
So-
time for me to eat something.
Oh.
Send her. Can she send the address to you, and then you can send it to me? Will that work?
I'll just send everything to you. I got it all.
Okay.
Can I make
No.
an announcement? A plug?
Yes. Hazel needs to do the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, you said you were going to eat. And so, if you're hangry, you might just run along without
just
letting
go
us.
ahead.
Just teasing you. So there is just about a week left to sign up for the Secret Santa Christmas in July swap. And it's a really fun, if you like doing crafty things like this, it's a pretty easy challenge to come up with some things based on your participants things they like. You'll get kind of a list of their preferences, and then you send three tags that you make, and then you send three crafty items as little gifts, and then you make one more package that is a something handmade by you in like a Christmas theme, or if they don't like Christmas, then winter, whatever they choose, and send a couple more items in that theme to them. You have all of June to prepare your packages and then send them off in July. And you can watch previous years, and there's links to that on my channel, as well as the link to sign up. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to let me know, and I will calm any fears you have. Everybody who's participated has been very sweet, and hopefully they're coming back this year to play again.
It's a lot of fun. And Hazel, do you want to give us a update on your live heart to heart, or anything else that we might want to know about?
Sure. Thursdays are actually every Thursday of the month is a live event on my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. The first Thursday of the month is a live sale with Sandy, aka Wilhelmina. And the remaining Thursdays, whether they're 3 or 4, are part of the new series I'm doing called Heart to Heart with Hazel. Last night's guest was Susan from I Turtly Love It. And live, it runs for about an hour and a half, I think, typically. And it's being well received. I did put a poll on my channel to see if people wanted me to change the start time. I feel like I come home when I do that, because even though I'm an introvert, or maybe because I'm an introvert, I just love the idea of the one-on-one. And I keep saying, I don't prepare the questions ahead of time, but I keep saying that I would be asking, this would be the conversation that I would have with somebody if we were having coffee. So, June's schedule will be appearing shortly on my channel. And I have many, many more names on my wish list, and it seems like there probably aren't enough Thursdays in the month, but yeah.
Well, thank you for that. And if you don't already, tune into our live sales on this channel on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m., except for the first Tuesday of the month. Also, I do go live quite often on other occasions. And don't forget to join the Makers Market at district.net/Makers Market. It's just, think of it as a one-stop shop for the crafting community. No matter what kind of craft you do, invite your friends, have them go over there. If they sell stuff, they can sell stuff. If they buy stuff, they can buy stuff. If they just want to hang out. But most of the things we try to promote there as well. So if Hazel wants to put her heart to heart link up there, or we do some collaborations where the swap will be done, the Christmas and July swap will be done on the Makers Market as well. So anyone can join. You do not have to have a channel. I want to thank you ladies for being such great sports. This is always fun to be able to spend time with each of you, as well as all of our friends and viewers. And to all of you who are new to our channels, we're really glad that you're here. One last time, please go over and show all these ladies some love. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will talk to you the next time. Thank you very much, ladies.
It was so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Thank you, Angela. And if anybody is wanting to take on the challenge, just comment and I'd be happy to enlist you to be a secret agent.
Secret